because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He wants to pass it on second down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, UCLA! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quick pass on the jet motion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next throw.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Working that left side now. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
He's back to throw on second down. Makes the catch. It's Douglas. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Running back goes in motion. Touch pass on the right. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So UCLA's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. He'll take another shot here. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on first and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. That's caught. It's Brown. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. The Sun Devils brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that ball is picked off. And he's brought down after the pick. Putting his offense in business.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at him. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. It's a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And he intercepts it. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Garbers. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Coming out, he's taking the shot. Makes the grab on the right. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Bruins! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Bunyan's Trophy on the line today. Michigan and Michigan State, this historic rivalry. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going to fire deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you're trying to slip in those screens occasionally on 3rd down. I like when you slip in there trying to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
Makes the catch, he's got enough. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. He looks that one in nicely.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Bruins in the hurry-up.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Garbers. They're bringing heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Comes out throwing on first down. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Makes the catch. It's Scatterbo. But he has this offense rolling with a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. The Sun Devils are flying down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Going to the running game. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Back to throw, it's Garbers. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. The give to the single back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is perfect. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Looking left. Pulls it in. And they'll slot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Back to pass, it's Garbers. Getting some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to the air one more time. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. To throw, it's Garbers. Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Give to the running back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.
What's up to everyone in the chat? Thank you for joining the stream today, my boy. Yeah, he's going USC. Excuse me. Need a left end, middle linebacker, free safety. How many free safeties do we just need? One free safety. Okay, Jugo. We're gonna take him. We're gonna take this free safety, strong safety. Please don't come to Stanford, bro. We need you here. Please come to Arizona State, bro. We need this 4-star. My boy, he looks mad as hell. But that's besides the point. Let me stream on Twitch.